Good morning, it's Gemma. It's day 53 of the oak tree sit spot. Beautiful morning. The sun pooling on the floor as it shines through the trees. Yeah, well, I did what I said I would a couple of days ago and took some time out to think about whether I want to pursue my Master of Science in Green Building. And after preparing to write my July blog for this year, I kind of managed to answer a lot of my own questions. So the resounding decision was I'm going to go for it. So yeah, so I capture this. How beautiful this is, this site. Shadows on the tree trunks. Such a beautiful place. Yeah, all through my life, nature has given so much to me, has kind of kept me going, inspired a lot of my work. And yeah, I want to give back and do my best to. The sun in the canopy there. Protect our planet while I'm still alive. And what better place to do it than a world-renowned eco-centre. And I'm still not sure whether it's going to be too stressful, but we can't look into the future. None of us know from day to day what's in store for us. And sometimes you just have to go for it, and if it doesn't work out, nothing's irreversible. So gorgeous. So today I've got my big osprey pack on my back. Forget what size it is, 85 plus I think. It's massive. And I'm going to take that because even though I get away with a smaller one, smaller pack, it's so roomy and it's easier to pack when it's, you know, you've got room to manoeuvre. It's getting light now, around about 6 o'clock, so still in the dawn period. yeah, as usual, I'm gonna pack the bag, gradually, just so that my body can get used to carrying the weight again. Today I've got my OEX Fox 310, which is exceptionally lightweight for a 3-man, and my upcycled bag with all my little things in, like toothbrush and toothpaste tablets, and you know, all the little bits that we need for our ablutions, sewing kit, etc. I've done plenty of videos about packing the rucksack, so I won't be doing another one of those, but one thing I am learning is how to, I don't know, double up on things to save space. For example, probably won't take, in March obviously I took the winter gear, like woolly hat and gloves and everything. I think maybe in September I'll get away without all the heavyweight winter stuff. But I probably will take my down outfit, the trousers and the jacket, definitely. I need to replace the jacket because the feathers are, a lot of the feathers have come out. Not had it all that long really, 2.5 years. But the down trousers can like double up as a hand warmers, and for example, and I was going to order some tent meals just to tide me over for I think on the Friday we're not getting dinner on campus because that's the end of lecture period, so I'll have to find something for Friday and Saturday morning and Sunday night. So originally I thought, yeah, tent meals, and they are very nice and light but expensive, so I thought, well, I'll just go to Lidl and get some pasta meals and ingredients for wraps and stuff. My one pet hate is getting hungry in the middle of the night when I'm camping. So just anything I can grab. Peanut butter, just a teaspoon of peanut butter. does the trick sometimes. But that's quite heavy, of course. So yeah, well, just under 2 weeks to go now, and I've unfortunately put on some weight again. I think with all the big decisions I've had to make, I've kind of been comfort eating and eating lots of fruit from the peace garden, loads of plums and apricots and things, and of course they're full of sugar, and the weight just creeps back on. And also sitting reading a lot, even though I have made an effort to come out. It's tempting just to keep sitting there, and before you know it, the day's gone. You haven't got any exercise in. I don't want to, I felt so much better when I had lost the weight, so dragging this pack around normally does the trick. Having said that, I am really looking forward to food when I'm away, because it's a vegetarian vegan menu. Cafe only serves vegan and vegetarian stuff, and a lot of it is grown on site in the allotments there, in the gardens. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm having breakfast, lunch and dinner every day, apart from say Friday I don't get dinner. So that'd be nice. It'd be nice just to sample different food. I tend to just eat the same old here. So yeah. Just think what else there's to say. Yeah, I just made sure with the guy at the campsite that my booking was still secure, and it is, and I found out some directions. Got to walk along a cycle route which kind of runs alongside the main A road and the river to get to this campsite, which is literally about a stone's throw away from Centre for Alternative Technology. It's really convenient. It's got all the basics: shower block, drinking water, power, so should be fine. I've got a feeling I'm not going to be spending a whole load of time there, literally going to be sleeping there and that's it, because I'm going to be so busy. It's quite intensive, the teaching weeks apparently. It would just be nice to wake up and look out my tent, and 4 walls of my bedroom aren't there. I just love that feeling of expanse and possibility. Yeah, so really looking forward to that. Yeah, I've taken 4 or 5 days off reading the textbooks on green building. think I needed the headspace, and because I was working really, really hard, and I've got past the halfway mark in the books. I've also had first lecture to watch on video about sustainability and adaptation, which was by turns terrifying and exciting. We're in a period of mass extinction again, apparently. There's a very short time to turn things around. There's lots and lots of positive things happening in that direction. So, yeah, I had another article to read, so I've had to be a bit choosy. But today I'm teaching later, trying to do a bit of cleaning. When I was going through my dark period in the last 2 or 3 years, just cleaning the house, stuff kind of just went by the wayside. You obviously kept the kitchen clean and the bathroom clean and everything else, but in terms of my bedroom and my office and everything, it just didn't do it. But it's really good. It's psychologically does me good to clean, because obviously when you're having people around, you've got to have a nice clean environment at least, even if things are falling apart. So one advantage of learning about this building lark is that I'm learning how I could possibly repair our house. I'm going to have to teach myself some plumbing, I think, because 2 of the taps are dripping. It's just terrible. It's what comes from just never having any spare money since all the bills went up. I think all the fixtures and fittings are well over 50 years old, a lot of them. And it's just every day something else breaks. So, if nothing else, I'm learning that. New skills. So it's going to be a hello and goodbye again. Got another nasty bite walking home a couple of days ago, and I don't know what the insect is. I've had about 2 or 3 of these this year. I get bitten and it looks a bit like a mosquito bite, but my arm just swells up like a tennis ball. And it's really hot, and it stays really hot for a week at least, and I never feel great, so I don't know what this insect is, and I'm obviously a bit allergic to it, so the last thing I need right now is to be bitten and to feel poorly. So yeah, just a hello and goodbye. I'll start filming again when we get there. Just remembered something that I wanted to say. With the pack, it's a bit like wearing in a new pair of walking boots. You have to kind of use it a lot just so that it moulds to your shoulders and body. It's like with boots, the material's quite stiff and it can be very uncomfortable to begin with, but just persist with it, and this will be the second big trip, but I've used it a fair amount now that I've been on. It was a lot more comfortable. Wasn't cutting into my shoulders as much. Again, I've done, in the preparation for the Aberdeen trip, talk about in more detail about the pack, and did a whole series of videos about preparing for that adventure, so you can look back on those if you're interested. Here's the tree. Canopy is lit up with the early morning sun. Got a lot of blackberries withering on the vine. Sad really, because such a waste of food. Just hope that some of the birds and insects enjoy them. There's 3 here that look nice and edible still. Oops. Nice. I had a load in my garden this year and did a lot with those. Oh, yeah. I hope somebody's enjoying these. It's one of the neighbouring oaks. It's a younger one. Interesting to see if this one's infected like our tree is. I don't see any acorns at all actually. Maybe it's too young to produce them at the moment. Don't know. Let's have a look. No acorns. Bird up there. Still nice and cool. So muggy indoors though. Horrible. Oh, we've got a bit of litter here today. Take that away. What is it? Ziploc bag. There's a squirrel up there and the noppergulls or noppergals. I did think maybe it's pronounced gals, not gulls. They're just pelting down. It's not really suitable to sit underneath anyway today, so not going to be missing out on much. Hello. black feathers still there. It's black, isn't it? Yeah. I was looking up about the symbolism of black feathers and what they represent. Apparently it can be like a sign that of an angelic protector, a spiritual presence. What else? Yeah, some really like comforting associations. You know, supportive ones, and then in some traditions it can mean foreboding of misfortune and death. So could be either one so far as I'm concerned. I thought, well, that kind of is very apt. But I think just the feeling that maybe that was a sign that there are some angels looking out for me, that was good. Yeah. From season to season, this place is totally unrecognisable. Oh, we've got a wild cat here. No, it's not a wild cat, it's a domestic one. Hello. Hello. No, he belongs to somebody. Hello. Wow. Didn't expect to see you here. You coming to say hello? Hello. Hello. What a lovely surprise. This must be paradise for a cat in the woodland. There's a friendly little pussy. It's alright. I think cats know how much I love them. They never seem to shy away from me unless they're particularly timid. Oh, it was really nice. I've had a fox cross my path here a couple of times, but never a cat. And I think I have seen some wild cats here on occasion. Not 100% sure, but that was lovely. Just have a bit more of a look around, just check everything's okay. Everything's alright. Very peaceful, as usual. I'm glad something memorable happened, because, you know, when it's just a flying visit, you feel like you could be missing out somehow. Oh, I love this place. Especially cool under the tree. I can even see my breath a little bit, I think, in the air. Right, I'm going to get going. Let's pick this bag up. Another white feather down there. Some suspect yellow liquid on it. I don't think I need to elaborate anymore. So goodbye for today, tree. Hopefully I'll see it tomorrow. This little oak here, this baby here, has survived. You can see the leaves are sort of very skinny and not fat, and I'm sure it is a little oak tree. Compare it to these leaves. It's the fat version. Maybe it isn't an oak tree, I don't know, but I think, let's feel. Don't know actually. It's a bit of a mystery. Maybe it's just I don't know, a shrub of some description. I'll have to look that up. See, lots of interesting things. Right, go to via the bin. There's a bag here, I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a bag of poo. I'm afraid because of my contamination issues I can't pick things up like that. I'm hoping that the other lady that picks up litter here, and she passes through, or somebody else picks it up, but things can be laying on the ground here for weeks and weeks. You know, there was a beer can in the middle of the path, and at the time I didn't have a bag or anything. I thought, somebody's bound to pick that up. And look at the light in these fluffy heads. Just amazing. I mean, this is another thing you notice when you return to the same spot again and again throughout the year, just how the light changes with the seasons. Reminds me of candy floss, this stuff. Just glorious. Oh, this has done me the power of good. See, it's just an hour and a half out of my day. And it kind of gives you the boost you need sometimes, the inspiration and the motivation to tackle the day ahead. Just remind you how beautiful this planet is. There's I don't know what it is, it could be seeds or bugs in the air. Not sure whether this poor camera is capturing it or not, but just stand still and see if you can see I think they're probably seed heads dancing in the air. Again, it's very quiet on the bird front and still, and so spring is definitely if you're a bird fan, spring is definitely the season for listening to the dawn chorus. Magpies. I think. Yeah, coming to the end of my lovely walk. Just gorgeous. If anything, this has just cemented my decision about the green building study. You know, I want to do my best for this planet before I pass away. Because this is my home. You know, in the woods, I feel very at home here. One year somebody graffitied on all of those trees over there. It's a lovely clearing. Couldn't believe it. But when you look at it at a certain angle, you can't see any. But then if you look at it from a bit further on, you can see graffiti. I mean, who does that? Way to ruin it for everybody. Have another tattoo or something, you know? Leave the trees alone. Anyway, long video today. Just rambling and letting my thoughts wander. Yeah, you can see don't know if the, again, don't know whether the camera will pick it up, but you can see the bit of the graffiti there. It's kind of faded a bit, but stupid idiots. Anyway, thank you for watching, liking and subscribing if you so desire. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.